Greetings Internet, DDA here with another North Kai Top Cut Finals match with my friend Zach Brandahl.
Hey.
Alright, so this is the second match between these two players. Nate Peters from I think Ohio, and I think Rockford's own
Arvel
Rowe.
Last name. Arvel Rowe.
Rockford's own Arvel Rowe. But yeah, so round one, between these two players, Nate was able to just take early advantage and was able to get out Arvel. Both players brought out Goldo, but he was able to crit away all of Arvel's allies, boosting his damage beyond maximum levels,
Yeah, just critting, keeping his allies out, keeping the advantage, and then just Arvel didn't have much of a chance.
So we saw the maximum damage, burst damage potential of Orange. Everything was doing 10 and 12, so we'll see how this match goes. All right, it looks like Arvel's going to start first. It looks like he drew time,
Round two.
Withering Fire, and Command there. What a great first turn draw.
Yeah, probably going to keep that time and discard that, no problem.
I mean, even though Withering Fire is such a good card against Orange as well.
Already has more anger than he did the last game. He was locked down with the wall breaker all game long.
That's true. Nate just has a really offensive hand right now. Entering combat, starting with the overpowering attack.
Really strong. He's going to be able to get an ally. He's going to choose Birder again, probably, yeah. He likes those damage.
Yeah, he's just trying to really stage lock Arvel out right now. He knows he needs 3 stages to perform his energy attack as well.
This is the same thing he did last game, pretty much.
Arvel just sitting on a ton of blocks over there. It looks like he has Swipe, Corruption, and Time as a Warrior's Tool in his hand. Really just deciding what to do.
Yeah, he's going to use the time.
Yep, just say no damage this combat. Nate entered a card down, so it's obvious he entered with something nasty.
He's going to probably drop Corruption for his Mastery. Yep.
Just really rough entering in on black, a card down because they can Mastery and really make you only use 2 of those cards in your hand.
That's okay. I understand.
Keeping up on the stage management.
Yeah, it's late in the day. This is probably around, I don't even know, 9 o'clock,
yeah,
9:30.
It was about 8:30, 9:30, somewhere around there.
So we've been playing all day.
Everybody's tired.
Gonna shoot off the Napa here. Good choice because the last thing that Nate wants right now is Arvel to drop Visiting the Past and cycle Time as a Warrior's Tool.
Yeah, we all know how much of a disaster that can be, just using time after time after time.
Having lots of time. So Arvel gonna shoot off his Mastery here. Unsure what. Thinking about Frieza there. Remove all the damage. Definitely a good play against Orange, but
another attack.
So again here, Nate just taking the damage before and affecting Arvel's choice, because if he had blocks, maybe he would have gone for Frieza. But he's going for the damage because he knows he's not going to block.
Jason's energy is that? Yep.
Using Jace's energy, now he's got up to 3 anger. He's getting pretty close to leveling. Might actually get off level 1 this time.
Just wishes he had some
Time as a Warrior's Tool, that last card.
More endurance, getting the critical damage effect to discard ally after ally. Attaching Black Capture, really strong in early game against Orange. Getting it on early game means overall it's going to just be removing lots of cards. So it'll remove a card for the start of Arvel's turn. 3 anger, I think I see a Black Command in there.
Yeah, that's a level automatically for him. He's probably going to enter.
Yep, so he's going to just go straight into combat knowing he has the level.
Yep, he's going to use his power and probably drop that for his mastery.
So, you know, I think most Ginyu players like to get at least 2 or 3 uses out of their level 1 power before they would even like to level. You definitely don't want to level too early.
The setup.
Yeah, you want to get the early allies out, the early card advantage. So you can see just complete stage lock happening over on Nate's side. He has no stages to do anything. He has to pass.
I played them both.
Jace can make my ass.
Against top tier.
So Arvel, you know, naming Jace here. So if he does level, he can use the attack.
As a character.
I was thinking, does he drop it now for his mastery or use the powers first?
Bulma is my favorite Dragon Ball character. Just because.
So to get the most out of the anger, he's going to want to probably drop for his mastery before using Jace. He's going to shoot off the Jace. Lots of endurance. Just lots of endurance 3 cards in orange.
Still getting the crit. Not that he has anything.
Not that he has anything. Shooting off orange uppercut, you know, just for damage. He is low on stages, so he will take those stages with Birder.
Losing out in the anger there. But still leveling.
So, you know, just a massive difference between the player life decks right now. Lots, you know, that looks like a pretty large discard pile over there on Nate's side.
Just laying into him this game.
What you do with Goku, regular Goku, is you use same protection drill, level 3.
You know, Cap Ginyu's energy attack hitting for, what, 8 damage total. Lots of damage coming from Arvel's side. Just lots and lots of damage. Black defensive burst.
People don't play energy focus, and that's their fault.
Just attack after attack, nailing him. Ending combat, finally brutal.
So an orange launcher, not a bad draw. He's gonna actually decide to rejuvenate that card.
No, there was a sand Nappa style. But like next set 3, like same
So,
energy beats Goku's gonna be good.
what is he drawing in his hand?
I passed Bannister top 2 for this.
Oh,
Corruption.
corruption. Just removing lots of cards with capture and corruption.
There's not even much left. He's getting down pretty low by the looks.
And what you do is you sand.
He has to enter combat. He really has no choice here. He does have a really good hand, though. Starting with overpowering attack. Hey, there are lots of cards to choose from in that discard pile.
Lots of allies in there. He hit at least 2 with the 1 attack last combat.
So, you know, Arvel, this combat, this game, you know, Arvel played very differently against than he played against Ryan. Against Ryan, he got Freeze out first, but here in this matchup, he pulled out Jace and just went straight beats, straight for the life deck, and beat him faster. Really, that's what this mirror matchup is, and that's game over.
For all the marbles.
So extremely quick match, like just domination on Black Ginyu's side.
7.5 minutes.
So I mean, my personal opinion between these two decks, I think Black is the superior deck, not because he ultimately wins here, but because Orange, you know, Orange is weak in the beginning as a style, and Ginyu is weak in the beginning as a personality. If you don't have allies out, you don't have stages to do his power, you don't have stages to do anything, and you get beat down as we saw here.
Yeah, Nate got pretty lucky in the first game and was able to put everything out on the field and keep that advantage, but he wasn't so lucky in game 2.
So Orange has overall bigger burst damage. It can get out Ardrill. It has its mastery similar to black. But, black just overall more stability and more control, able to be, effective early game with the mastery. And we saw just complete domination over on black side. So
GG.
Wonder what game 3 will bring.